So today is one of my favorite kind of days. It is new watch day. I finally got my first ever Casio Oceanus. I've been looking at the Oceanus lineup for a very long time now, so I'm very excited to finally add one to the collection. I have to thank Jamie from the channel Mad Rock Watches and Adventure out of Newfoundland for sort of facilitating this deal. He had a friend that was unloading some pieces at really reasonable prices, and I just had to pull the trigger. If you're not following him, you can find his channel in a link in the description below. I highly suggest you give him a follow. He actually also did a video on the same watch before he sent it my way. That same weekend, which was a couple of weekends ago, I also made some trades for two other additions to the collection. I've been going through a bit of a dry spell when it comes to adding new watches, but we fixed that. So I'll show you those two as well, just quickly. We'll do follow-up videos on them at another time, but the fourth watch, there's going to be a whole lot of watches here today. This will be the last one though. The fourth, I just had a shipment and I wasn't planning on doing an unboxing of this one today, but it came in just now, and that is a new release from RZE Watches. So four watches total. We're just going to kind of go through them quickly for today, and again, follow-up videos will be at a later date. So let's check out the watches. All right, so we're going to start with the RZE, and one of the reasons I kind of threw this into the mix today is they have some launch pricing for this watch, and that's coming up fairly soon. I should have the video done before that point, but just to give everybody the most earliest opportunities, if they're considering one of these. Okay, I think we're in there now. And I think that's all that's in the box. Sorry, I just bumped the tripod there. So let's check it out. So we've got an inner little travel pouch here. And there it is. That is a nice looking watch. Got a canvas strap here too. Some spare links. Looks like the clasp is not connected with the bracelet here, so I may have to do that off camera quickly. Yeah, let me just do that quick. And we are back. We've got the bracelet back together. I threw a couple of links in it too, which was very easy, especially with the provided screwdriver. These kind of watches are right up my alley. I just love the Thule field watches, pilot watches, and divers for that matter too. This is a titanium watch and really cool case design. There's a tiny bit of Explorer vibes happening with the numerals at the 3, 6, and 9, but it is a completely different animal, obviously, than the Explorer. Beautiful watch, as you can probably tell, and I'm gonna wait and save it for that follow-up video. But the dial is fully loomed on this. I haven't checked out the loom yet, but I will be doing that shortly. So pretty cool watch. Very lightweight with it being titanium. Take a look on wrist here. And there it is. We'll zoom back out a little bit. So these are, I'm going to get rid of the glove here for a minute. These are going to be available for pre-order, and there's going to be an early bird launch price that starts on, I believe it's the 14th till the 31st of March, and that will only last depending on how much product they have in stock. When they're out of stock, that will end. The early bird launch price, I believe, is $3.99 on the canvas strap, $4.99 on the titanium bracelet, and the prices will go up, I think, $100 on either side to $4.99 and $5.99 eventually. But awesome watch. Looking forward to getting some wrist time with this one, and we'll do a follow-up soon. So on to the watches that I picked up the other weekend. The first was the ST240 from Sinn. Awesome pilot's watch with that internal bezel. I am a massive fan of Sinn, and this is a really cool one. I thought this would make a good companion, and this is another video I might actually do at some point in the future. Last year, I picked up the Sinn 157, and I was thinking about doing a video specifically on the movement, the Lemania 5100. This is definitely easily my favorite chronograph movement, or one of them anyway, and it's got some neat features that I think would be fun to talk about. It's also been in a whole lot of really cool watches too, so we may do kind of an overview video of the 157, but focus in on the movement. Definitely expect a video on this one, though, too, very soon. We are going to be taking to the air with this one, either with the drone or in my brother's plane, one of the two. We'll see if my brother's busy or not. If not, the drone is due for a flight, so we're going to incorporate that somehow into the video. So definitely a really cool watch. Again, a huge fan of Sinn, and just an awesome, awesome toolish pilot's watch. There is a negative. There is one negative that I have with this watch, but we will talk about that soon. Almost forgot the wrist check, and when I put this on, there's actually two negatives. One not such a big deal. One is a bit of a big deal, but not a deal breaker for me. But just wanted to give you guys a quick look on wrist before we move on to the next. And here is the second watch I picked up in a trade that weekend, the good old Oris Diver 65. I had a bit of a bad taste in my mouth with these watches at first. The first time I ever got hands-on with one was probably 2018, 2019, a few years ago, and I was not impressed. The crown felt kind of loose. The bezel action felt like it was from 1965. Just the build quality didn't seem all that great to me. Maybe that was a bad watch, I'm not sure, but this feels totally different. I have gotten hands-on now with a few different Oris Diver 65s, and they must have improved it since the earlier models, because they are much better now. So I've been having a whole lot of fun wearing this watch. This is on the stock Tropic strap rate at the moment, but one great thing about the watch is it goes really nice on a whole bunch of different strap options. Love the crystal. So definitely pretty happy with the trade I made on this one. Beautiful watch, but let's get on to the Oceanus. All right, so I am particularly excited about this watch. These techie kind of watches, I just love going through the learning curve, just learning how the module works. This will be, I don't want to give it away quite yet, actually. I was just about to say one thing, and I will repeat that in just a minute, but let's get into the watch here. It's labeled Casio Oceanus by Jamie. Might have to bleep out the address there. I think I just showed all of our addresses. I don't really care about mine, but Jamie might not want you to see his. Casio Oceanus. Yeah, if you've seen just a little black sort of cover-up thing over top, overlaid over the video, that's what's happening with that. Jamie, I'm going to just rip into this thing. Oh, not Cartier. He is referring to an unboxing I did a few days ago. A friend of mine lent in his Cartier Santos to be unboxed, which was like amazing. Yeah, that was really cool. Got dust here now everywhere. Okay. The Oceanus box. Let's dig in. So there's obviously a ton of specifications and all sorts of functionality and that kind of thing to talk about with this watch, and I will not be doing that today. What do we got here? Just our warranty information, user's guide. Looks like how to, oops, I had a frame there. It looks like how to size the clasp. I'll take a closer look at this stuff later on. Put that over there. Yeah, get rid of that stuff for now. Do a little cleanup job here, put some stuff away, and get into the watch. Oh, I kind of knew this already, but I just saw in the little baggie the bane of my existence with the links. See that down there? The collar. Not a fan. Man, oh man. We have some amazing watches when it comes to the anti-reflective coating on today's video. Holy cow. The RZE, the Sinn, this one. Look at that. Look at the edge of that crystal lighting up. Okay. Here is the reference number. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Let's get in a little closer. So it is the OCWT 3001AJF. I would love for this just to fit me right now, but I know I'm going to have to do some sizing here. It's not all that bad. I feel like I need to adjust the lighting here just a little bit. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so just noticed something which I didn't pick up on through the viewfinder before, but I believe our battery is dead on this watch. I know it's been in the mail for a few days, and before that, I don't believe the owner really wore this watch all that much by the looks of things. So I'm thinking maybe it was quite low on battery before it was sent to me to begin with. So I think I am going to get this under some heavy lighting. Hopefully I can get it charged up. So we might take a little break here. I will say that finish work is just as impressive as everyone says that it is. One thing I'm looking forward to with this watch, and again, I'm sure it's just a matter of the battery being dead, is learning the module. This will be the first watch that I ever owned that has Bluetooth connectivity. I've kind of resisted that. And a lot of the Oceanus models I'd looked at in the past, the ones that I was gravitating towards, were non-Bluetooth connectivity watches. So we'll see how that ends up working out. I'm looking forward to experimenting with that and how that all works. So I'm going to give this a bit of a charge before we close out the video. If it's anything like some of the solar watches I've dealt with in the past, it can take quite a while, but I'm going to get this under light and we will be back as soon as it is ticking away. Okay, so a couple hours later, probably almost 3 hours later, and it has come to life. We haven't received signal yet, but I'll get all of that sorted out here soon. It is a stunning watch. So happy with the purchase, especially now that it's working. But very lightweight. I think I will be getting along very well with this one. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to get into all of the functionality. I might do a couple of videos, maybe a shorter overview, and then more of a tutorial with going into detail with all the functions, the app, that sort of thing. So look out for that. Let's take a look on wrist. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, this wears so good. Just an awesome watch. So that is it. What I think I'm going to do, there's lots of great little details I'm seeing rather with the hands and the indices, all of that. So I think I might bust out the macro lens and close out the video with some close-ups.